I'm Rebel Seclocha reporting from the 2025 Cattle Industry Convention here in San Antonio, and I am joined by Kelsey Kemp, the Associate Director of Government Affairs for the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Kelsey, you've been working on some exciting things with regard to taxes and other pertinent issues for cattle producers. Tell us a little bit about the Main Street Tax Certainty Act and some of the work that you've been doing in that space.
So one of the most useful tools that we secured in the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was 199A, the small business deduction, which allows pass-through businesses to deduct 20% of their qualified business income from their total taxable income. And this helps lots of small business owners, including cattle producers, save money on their taxes and be able to reinvest into their business. So if we do not renew this provision in the tax bill this year, it will expire at the end of the year, and it really does help small businesses compete with larger corporations. And so if it does not renew, they'll be on somewhat unequal footing. This is a tool that our tax survey found many producers take advantage of and find to be a very important tool for their business model. So this is one of the top priorities for NCBA in this upcoming tax package, something we're very focused on and excited to see in the upcoming package.
So certainly a large conversation in the beef industry is transition planning and making those as seamless as possible. Talk a little bit about the Death Tax Repeal Act. Where are you at? Where have you been? And what's in store for that in particular?
Absolutely. So NCBA's ultimate goal in relation to the estate tax is ultimately full repeal. We believe, and our policy has determined, that the death tax is immoral and unfair, especially to small businesses. Many estates, when a loved one passes away, are forced to sell off part of their family farm or ranch that has likely been in the family for multiple generations. It's very hindering to the success of a business. Many families have experienced loss entirely of their entire business. So that is why full repeal is our ultimate goal. We are expecting introduction of the Death Tax Repeal Act soon, and we are excited to see the potential for death tax relief in the upcoming tax package.
So with an incredible wealth transfer on the horizon, what do producers need to know about all of these issues and from your lens about the things that are happening in Washington related to these taxes?
Absolutely. We are working very hard in Washington, D.C. to secure some certainty for family farms and ranches. Every 5 years or so, we have to go through these debates to figure out what our tax policy is going to be for the next 5 years, and we'd like cattle producers to be able to count on what's going to happen and be able to plan for the future. Unfortunately, certainty is not always guaranteed, and so my message to family operations that are looking at a transition on the horizon: make sure you have a plan in place. It's good to think about what might be the policy in years down the road, but also look at what's happening right now, what makes the most sense for your operation. Consult with your tax attorneys or estate preparers.
Once again, that's Kelsey Kemp, Associate Director of Government Affairs for the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. We're here at the 2025 edition of the Cattle Industry Convention in San Antonio. Of course, coverage is brought to you by the Nebraska Cattlemen. I'm Rebel Seclocha reporting.